Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I got ready and I showed you guys my everyday makeup routine, and if you guys like the video, be sure to give it a like and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Yes, my Christmas tree is still up. I live in an apartment and we bought a Christmas tree, but we don't have room to store the Christmas tree. So I think we're just gonna, for Valentine's Day, add Valentine's Day decorations. For St. Patrick's Day, we'll add St. Patrick's Day decorations. So yes, that's that. But I just got out of the shower, so that's why my hair's wet, and I'm just getting ready for the day, and I wanted to show you guys my everyday makeup routine. I did this same routine pretty much in my first video that I filmed, so I will leave that video in the cards. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna get started. So I washed my face first, and I used my Foreo Luna Mini 2, and I just got this thing and I'm like using it, trying it out. I really like it right now. My face is starting to break out a little bit, so maybe I'm using it too much. It's not harsh on the skin. It has the silicone bristles, so it should be relatively non-abrasive on the skin. But I'm also using it with this Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser that I got and I'm trying. So this is the face wash that I've been using, and I really like it, but maybe this is also too abrasive to use. I use it twice a day, so maybe I should only use it like once a day and then use a different face wash. I'm trying a bunch of different things. I don't know. But then also in the kit, I bought like a little kit from Kate Somerville, so I'm trying out a lot of her products. This is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Glow Moisturizer, and I don't think that I like this very much. It's too thick and it has fragrance in it. So it's not my favorite. I won't purchase a big one of this, but I will use it while it's while I have it. But first I'm going to use my Kiehl's Creamy Avocado Eye Treatment. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. It's amazing. I watched a video earlier today, and the person on the video said that he doesn't like this stuff, but I like it. I've gone through multiple tubs of it, and I do notice a difference in my under eyes when I use it versus when I don't. So I just apply a little bit, and you're supposed to tap, but tapping takes a really long time. And I don't have a ton of time. I have to go to UPS today to drop a package off, and then I have to go, well, I'm going shopping by myself, so that will be fun. So after I use my Kiehl's Avocado Eye Treatment, I traveled to Texas over winter break, so I have my my spray that I use in this little travel size bottle, and I'm just using it, but it's just the Mario Badescu spray. It's the green one. I'm not sure what it's called, but I think it has aloe in it, and so this is my favorite one. I like the rose water one too. I don't really like the purple one all that much, but this one is pretty good. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit of that, let that kind of dry, and then when my face is still a little bit wet, I like to put my moisturizer on because I can use less and it goes a long way. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. I'll link all of these things down below too, so you guys can get them if you want. But then I just rub that in. And you're supposed to be able to use your Foreo, so it has the front bristles, but then it also has bristles on the back, and you're supposed to be able to use that to really rub in all of your makeup, but that is not what I do, so I don't think that I'm going to do that. All right, now for my makeup bag, let me show you guys. I'm gonna get these for my online boutique, but this is called a Makeup Junkie bag, and it's so amazing because this is the medium size. It's really big, it fits all of my makeup, but the zipper runs from end to end, so you can lay it flat in front of you, and all of your makeup is sitting right there. I love it. So I Don't have these in my boutique yet, but I will be getting them, and I'm sure I'll do another video in the future and I can show them to you guys. You can see all my makeup in there. It's amazing. Okay, then for all of my skincare, lately what I've been using for a primer is the Milk Makeup Matcha Toner Stick. And I really like this because it's super, super cooling on the skin. And I feel like it makes my skin feel tacky, but, so it really like grips onto the foundation, and I like that I can just put it on my face. So then after I rub it on my face, I just kind of rub it in with my fingers, and you can feel it start to get tacky. And it literally, your face feels sticky. So before it dries, that's when I'll put my foundation on, and I will show you guys what I use for foundation. While my matcha toner stick is still tacky, I'm going to take the foundations that I've been using recently, and I'm not in love with them, so I could change them. I'm always scared of like using the same product for too long. I always am testing out new foundations and new everything, literally concealer. Like after I finish a bottle of something, I usually try a different one, and then I go back in between to things that I did like. So for right now, I'm using the Cover FX Power Play Foundation. And I really like this foundation, but the one that I have is too dark. So I'm also lately I've been mixing it with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. And I am not a fan of this one, but when I mix them together, it's okay. This doesn't have like the most coverage, and I feel like people always rave about this foundation because they say that it's super matte and super full coverage, but I don't think that it's matte or full coverage. And it also sinks into my smile lines a lot, and I hate my smile lines. I have them, I smile all day long. Maybe that's why I get creases in my foundation, but that's why I don't really like this foundation. But because this one is too light for my skin and this one is too dark, I'm able to mix them, and I really do like the coverage that it gives me, and I feel like it makes my skin just look really fresh and beautiful. Okay, so I just take on the back of my hand a dot. One thing about the Cover FX foundation is you really don't need that much, I feel like. And I always shake it before I do it. And then I do like 1.5 pumps of the Fenty foundation. And then I make a little cocktail on the back of my hand. Mix it together. And then I just dot it all over my face. I always make sure to get my nose. That's like, I will add more foundation on the back of my hand if I am not able to put foundation on my nose. All right. And then I always have like a little left that I can't pick up with my finger. So I'm just using the Morphe sponge. I really love this one. And I get the extra off of my hand, and then I just pounce it all in. Always make sure to go down my neck and in my hairline. And then if you see me looking down a lot, I have my iPad sitting there and I'm using it for a mirror. But yeah, once I like the way that it looks, sometimes I add a little bit more if I have some spots, but other than that, it's pretty much what I do. I like it because it just looks like my skin, but even. So that's cool. Then lately, the concealer that I've been using is the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. And I bought it to go with the foundation, and I like it, but I was using Shape Tape before, and I like the full coverage of Shape Tape. This one's more of like a medium coverage, but I really do like this concealer. And I just do it under my eyes, down my nose, on my forehead, and on my chin. And then I work backwards because I like it to be a little bit tacky underneath my eyes. So I go straight onto my chin, even though I did that one last. My nose. And then on my forehead. And then under my eyes. And I was for a long time putting my concealer on top of my eyeballs, like right away. I would like pounce on under my eye and then pounce on top of my eye. And I realized I don't like the way that looks. It makes my eyes crease whenever I put my setting spray on. So now what I do is I finish my under eyes and then I go over top of my eyelid with like the extra. But that makes my eyelids all even, and then it doesn't make it crease whenever I spray. So I just pounce all that in. I make sure to get in my nose crease. And I'll go under my eye. And then I always powder. I have combination skin, so I get super, super oily in my T-zone. And then I'm fairly dry like everywhere else. So I love the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and what I do is I empty it into the cap, and then I use my sponge and I go right under my eyes with it, and I let it sit there. I don't bake, but I do let it sit there while I'm doing the rest of my face with powder. So I just pounced it underneath my eyeballs, and then I'll go and do my chin, my nose, and my forehead with just a little bit. And then I take my brush, because using your Beauty Blender on the rest of your face is nice, but it takes a really long time. I also do my smile lines. It takes a really long time, and I don't think that it truly makes a difference in the way that my face looks in the overall product. I just make sure, I do like it under my eyes though. So then I'm going to take my Jaclyn Hill brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill powder brush, and I use a lot of powder. I just go over all of the places that are not my under eyes. And then I take my Beauty Blender and I pounce underneath my eyes and on top of my eyelid to just really make sure that that powder is set in place. And then I'll just go over my whole face one more time with this, and then I'm done with powder. Then I do bronzer. Bronzer is my favorite part of my makeup routine, and lately I've been loving this Hourglass Ghost palette, and it has the bronzer Eternal Bronze Light in it, and I've been loving putting that on with just like a stippling brush. I don't know if that's what it's for, but that's what I like to use it for. So I just load up my brush and I get a ton of product on there, but then I tap it off. And you can just see how like it's already adding color to my face. Let me zoom it in. Take the extra on my chin, down the side of my neck, and then I get extra and do it on my temples. I just love the way that that looks. It's so light and airy, but I added so much on there. So once I do my cheekbones, my jaw, my chin, and my forehead, I get like the smallest amount on there, and then I go down the sides of my nose. I don't actually know if this does anything, but I know that I like the way it makes me feel. So then I do my blush, and this is the Jaclyn Hill JH06. I don't know if it's supposed to be used for blush, but you can see the bristles. And it's just like the perfect tapered. It's longer on one end, shorter on the other end. And let me show you guys. So because I have this palette, I use the blushes in it. They're not my favorite blushes, but I don't hate them either. I like the way that they make my face look dewy. So it's the Strobe Blush Iridescent Rose and the Blush Sublime Flush. And I just mix them. So I literally can show you guys. I literally go like this. And I get it loaded on this brush. And then I tap it. Look at that. Beautiful. And I do like a whole bunch of blush. Blush is also one of my favorite products. It's also the first one to go on your face whenever you're like out and about throughout the day. So I pack on the blush. See, I just love the way that looks. It's so girly and fun. And then I go down my nose in the middle of my forehead. Not with a lot, just with a little bit. I don't actually think that it looks like it makes a huge difference, but I personally love it. So then I go in with highlight. Now, highlight is something that I change all day long. I love highlight. Well, not all day long, but like every day I do a different highlight. But I usually tend to go with gold highlights. So I have the Laura Geller highlight in Gilded Honey. And I really like this one. I have a bunch of different brushes that I use for highlight and I switch them out. But usually I like this combination the best. So this is similar to the Anastasia brush. I don't even know what it's called, but I know that it has the same look. But this one is from Real Techniques and it is the setting brush. So I think it was meant for underneath your eyes. But I do it on the apples of my cheeks, underneath my eyebrow. And I usually use a mirror for this. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but I can see it in person, so. The one place that I make sure my highlight is seen is the tip of my nose. I love nose highlight. Woo! So beautiful. And then I go down the bridge of my nose a little bit. I used to not do the bridge of my nose, but now I like the way it looks. I do my temples a little bit, but the tip of the nose is really where it's at. Okay, then I set my face. This is all I do for face makeup. And this routine takes me like, if I'm in a hurry and I'm like rushing, it takes me like 15 minutes, maybe, not even. I could literally do this in 5 if I tried. Then I use this is also from the Plain still, but I use the Urban Decay All Nighter right now. I like the Morphe one too, the Set and Refresh or something like that. It has like a really fine mist and it's a continuous setting spray. I think that's what it's called, continuous mist or something like that. I don't know. But I really, really, really like that one more than I like the Urban Decay one, but I was scared to take an aerosol can on the plane. I don't think that you're allowed to do that, and I didn't want to get it taken away. So I went with this one. And then I just fan it with my hands. Then I'm going to do a lip today. I'm not going to do lip liner though. I'm just going to do this combination, which I've really been liking. This is the Gucci sheer lipstick in the shade The Painted Veil. I love this one. And then I'm going to put on top of it the Stila lip gloss in Beauty Boss. So I'll show you guys. It's such a cute color and I don't overline my lips or anything. I just put it on. Take this one. So I like that because it's super simple, super girly, super easy. Okay, now I'm just gonna do a quick coat of mascara. But my favorite mascara is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. It's literally the best. But then, so I curl my lashes. I use the Shiseido eyelash curler. Like, I just love the way that makes my eyelashes look. But on top of it, I'm going to add the Stila one because I like super dramatic lashes. And that is the look of my eyelashes. I love it. Then, lastly, in my makeup routine, and the thing that always gets neglected on my face because I don't know how to do eyebrows, and my eyebrows are craziness, I just take any eyebrow gel. Really, right now I'm using the Mr. Broom Groom by Givenchy. Looks like this. This one I've noticed, I don't like the ABH one because I feel like it doesn't hold my eyebrows in place. So I like this one. I feel like it holds them together the longest. I also like the Benefit one, but I just brush them all up and then set the tops. But I like when all of my eyebrow hairs are up in one direction. And yeah, that is the final makeup look. So this is how I get ready every single day. And yeah, I can show you guys. Super simple, super easy. I don't do any eyeshadow, nothing. So thanks for watching. Bye guys.